of these World Cup qualifiers. Here at what is sure to be a raucous, rowdy and rocking Stark Arena, the stage set for some of the biggest stars in the game to shine as Serbia host Greece in Group I. This is the second tip-off in this newly formed group. Latvia against Turkey well underway in Riga, and a little later Belgium host Great Britain. Serbia arrive into this second stage with their World Cup aspirations under significant threat. They might be the 6th highest ranked nation in the world, but just 1-3 so far, and with top 3 required in the group, they sit 5th of the 6 teams. It'd be seen as a disaster if this incredibly talented team didn't reach the tournament finals. In contrast, Greece sit top of the group, 3-1, the 9th ranked team in the world in pole position to reach the grand stage next summer. I'm Tim Long. What an amazing pleasure to be with you for a game of such unparalleled magnitude and attention in this competition. Two of the outstanding nations in the sport, fully loaded with unrivaled talent and desperate to boost their chances of qualifying for next summer's World Cup in the Philippines, Japan and Indonesia. The very biggest stars in our game are here to display their skills. Giannis Antetokounmpo, of course, the standout star for Greece, who are led by Dimitris Itoudis. And just listen to this reaction from the fans in the Serbian capital for their team. You can hardly hear yourself think amidst the Belgrade boom. Only 3-3 in the first stage, Serbia, but they had their 2 wins over the bottom place team in their group cancelled out. So that means they're just 1-3 at this stage now. They had a 1-point win over Latvia here in Belgrade to start the campaign, a shock 4-point defeat in Belgium 3 days later. Then the couple of wins that Slovakia that no longer count. In the last window in July, they were hit with 2 damaging defeats, by 7 against Latvia in Riga, and then remarkably by 1 at home to Belgium when they led for 28 minutes of the game and by as many as 11 points. And the pressure on coach Svetislav Pesic and his team now as we pause and this arena rises as one for the 2 national anthems. Sit tight, strap in, Hold on to your hats. Get the ear defenders on. This is an international blockbuster between two of the game's biggest hitters. Serbia have lost their last 2 games in these qualifiers. They've never lost more in a row in this competition. Many of the players, of course, different. They've got their superstar to call upon here. And this is the most star-studded matchup in the history of these World Cup qualifiers. And as we take a quick introduction to your officiating crew, Nikola Jokic, one of many for Serbia who will play for the first time in these qualifiers, the back-to-back reigning NBA MVP. After the man on the other side of the floor tonight, Giannis Antetokounmpo, had won the previous 2 MVP awards. And the likes of Vasilija Micic, Marko Guduric, Nikola Milutinov also playing for the first time for Serbia in this campaign this evening. We'll take a look at the starting 5s momentarily as the 2 sets of players go through their first or last warm-ups ahead of this one. Greece have Nick Calathes to call upon for the first time in their campaign, the EuroLeague's all-time assist leader. And he gets the start along with Tyler Dorsey, who's recently signed for the Dallas Mavericks. Kostas Papanikolaou is the captain, and 2 of the Antetokounmpos start. Giannis alongside Kostas, with Thanasis on the bench. Dimitris Itoudis, the head coach of the Greeks, a 2-time EuroLeague champion as head coach of CSKA. After 5 EuroLeague titles as an assistant to Željko Obradović at Panathinaikos, he signed a 3-year deal with Fenerbahce this summer. Took over on the Greek bench this year in anticipation of Eurobasket, which begins next week. Serbia welcome their very best for this window ahead of Eurobasket next week as well. They cannot, you feel, afford to miss out on the World Cup. A 2-time world champion, 3-time European champion and 2016 Olympic silver medalist. And they start tonight with Vanja Marinkovic, Nikola Kalinic, Vladimir Lucic, Nikola Jokic and Vasilija Micic. Micic, who hit one of the game's greatest shots in continental basketball in this very arena to help Efes to back-to-back EuroLeague titles in May. Greece have only lost 2 of their 16 games in World Cup qualifiers, although their heaviest defeat did happen when they played in Serbia, 61-84 back in December of 2018. No doubt more pressure tonight on the Serbs with that tough record to begin this second stage. And he's in the house, Željko Obradović, along with one of the greatest of all time in the sport of tennis, the most winningest head coach in European basketball history, sat alongside another great, Novak Djokovic. This is the big game, and all the big names are here. And this is Belgrade, known as the city of basketball. This is the Stark Arena, one of the biggest and loudest venues on the continent. And this is what it means to earn a place on FIBA's grandest stage at the 2023 World Cup. They all want to be there. In the history of major tournament qualifiers, the talent on display tonight will be unprecedented. International medalists, EuroLeague champions, MVP awards and record holders. And of course, in one of the most anticipated matchups of all time on the international scene, the winners of the last 4 NBA MVP awards on opposite sides of the court. And it simply doesn't get any better than Jokic against Antetokounmpo. It simply can't be any bigger and better than Serbia against Greece in the big house in Belgrade. A packed arena already on the edge of its seat. Nerves jangling. Anticipation at fever pitch. We are underway. And Serbia with Vasilija start with the ball. Vladimir Lucic, talisman of Bayern Munich, arriving into this roster as well. Jokic, so much gravity, draws defenders to him before kicking back for a miss. Offensive rebound though for Serbia. Micic, that's his spot in this arena. And the last time he was here, it came right at the end of the game. In a huge semi-final. Picked off by Kalinic. Intercepted though by Giannis. Now get out of the way as he hangs it high for his brother Kostas Antetokounmpo to do the rest. What a way to set the tone for the Antetokounmpos. Micic, guarded by Kostas. Jokic over the top of Calathes. That's a big mismatch on the interior. 2'11" Jokic against 198 point guard Calathes. His pass though inside. And the two superstars are trading blows already. Giannis trying to bring down the rack. Micic working with Jokic. Getting to the basket and scoring past Calathes. Serbia by 3. Calathes to shoot the 3. Not really his game, and he misses the first. He'll link up with Dimitris Itoudis, of course, at Fenerbahce for the new season. A huge signing for the Turks. Nikola Jokic draws the double team. Kalinic. And a foul. Nikola Kalinic, who's just signed for Barcelona, up against Calathes, who's just left Barcelona. That was the pass inside for Antetokounmpo. Doing what he does. Micic from the corner this time. Got it and one. This is Vasilija Micic's house. Belgrade always brings out his best. A chance at a 4-point play for the main man, Micic. He's 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from downtown, and 1 of 1 at the line. 9 points in 2 and a bit minutes. Serbia lead by 7. Calathes passed inside. It's Giannis to Kostas again. Pure Antetokounmpo power. Lucic turning it on. Lovely pass, and then the composure in the paint from Marinkovic to do the rest. Serbia by 7 again. Giannis drifts towards the baseline, misses. A big cheer from this Serbian crowd as Giannis shows he's human. The NBA MVP in 2019 and 2020 before Serbia's Nikola Jokic took the award off him the last 2 seasons. Micic. Chants of MVP reverberate around the Stark Arena for this man, but it's the former MVP who comes down the floor and brings the thunder. The Greek freak on a streak and hitting Serbia hard. Turnover, but they get it back. Jokic. Hotly contested shot. And Qualifiers, look out! The Greek got to the heavens again. Qualifiers lit the fuse. Giannis detonated the dunk in style. Blocked off. Greece doing a good job on defense now. And Giannis this time doing a good job of facilitating for Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey, who is on the wrong side of that Micic 3 here in the EuroLeague semi-final, playing for Olympiacos, has since signed for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. This is pure quality. Vanja Marinkovic's second score. Giannis to the far side. Here is Dorsey, a dagger of his own to tie Greece level from 7 down. Jokic. NBA stars on show. This is like an NBA game. 17-15 after 5 minutes. Qualifiers to slow it down and dictate the tempo. Hearing whistles and jeers from this scintillating Serbian crowd. 3-point shot for Greece to take the lead from 7 down. And to pile the pressure on Svetislav Pesic and his team. The Greek captain, Kostas Papanikolaou. Lucic to Jokic. 3-point shot, good for Marinkovic. "20 points for Serbia within the first 6 minutes. Qualifiers misses. Kostas is battling towards the ball, keeps Greece in possession. Just breathe, everybody. A rare break in play. Dimitris Agravanis coming in. Kostas takes a seat. Agravanis back to Qualifiers. Directing traffic from deep. Dorsey desperately trying to get free on the perimeter. Qualifiers goes the other way. Draws the attention of the defense. Dorsey past Lucic. Nowhere near. As Vasilija Micic fairly closed out the light in front of him. And a grimace on the face of Vladimir Lucic as they fail to catch Greece out. Qualifiers to inbound, already has 4 assists. Deep to Dorsey. Dorsey wants to go one-on-one with Marinkovic, misses over the top of him. Micic the rebound. Nine points in the opening 2 and a bit minutes for Vasilija Micic to lead the way early on offense for Serbia. Vanja Marinkovic is catching him up with 7 now. The other 4 for Nikola Jokic. Nikola Milutinov comes in for the first time. Ceska center, who was perhaps the most dominant offensive rebounder in Europe a couple of seasons ago, and then had a bad injury last season that he came back from. Guduric in as well, hands it off to Micic. Micic on the left-hand dribble, trying to find Milutinov, and he wriggles free against 2 to score. Serbia by 4, approaching the final 3 minutes of the first. Dorsey off to Yanis. Yanis looks to show a bit of range, pulls up for the long 2 over the top of Milutinov. And he's catching Micic up in terms of the game's leading scorer now. 8 points for Yanis. Some remarkable numbers when we've only played 7 minutes. Milutinov hands it off this time. On the perimeter, really tough underarm scoop. No foul as he looks around at the baseline official. And travelling coast to coast with power and purpose goes Yanis to draw the foul. And the first of those years that tonight's opponents, Nikola Jokic, took the MVP award off Giannis Antetokounmpo. He wouldn't have minded too much because he won his first NBA championship in 2021. Playing, of course, with the Milwaukee Bucks, and alongside his older brother Thanasis as well. And of course, the family collecting rings. Kostas Antetokounmpo had the first of the family's NBA championships, getting a ring with the Lakers in 2020. What an experience, and what a sight to witness all 3 on the same Greek team. And Giannis surpasses Micic as the top scorer in this ball game, and hits double figures in the opening 7 and a bit minutes before checking out to the bench. Here is Micic. On by Guduric to Kalinic. Guduric trying to get free, feeds it inside to Milutinov, up against Kostas Antetokounmpo, and scores his second basket over the top of him. 4 quick-fire points for Milutinov after coming in. Agravanis hands it off to Kostas Sloukas. Kaletes with the 2 creators on the floor at the same time for Greece. And there's an offensive foul before the shot from Kostas Antetokounmpo. The scoring has slowed down. Perhaps no surprise since Nikola Jokic departed for the bench, and now Giannis has departed the floor as well. 24-22. Serbia with their noses in front in what almost feels like a must-win for them. 5 more qualifiers remaining after this one, but they are playing catch-up in a big way in Group I. Kalinic. On to Guduric. Fans in the Serbian capital looking to roar their team on. Milutinov looking to battle away against Kostas and got the job done again. 3 of 3 for the number 33 since coming in. Kostas Sloukas, hesitation, stutter step dribble, nice pass, Agravanis far side, knocks it down. Greece within a whisker. Dimitris Agravanis, who in the absence of the other stars was Greece's top scorer through this qualifying campaign, 17.8 points per game, shooting 44% on the perimeter. Don't forget about him. Now the likes of Giannis, Kaleithas and Sloukas are on board. Serbia's offense has been as electric as this crowd in this first quarter. They've missed just 3 shots. 8 of 11 from 2-point range, 3 of 3 on the perimeter, and knocked down their only free throw. Greece not too far behind them. They're 7 of 10 from 2-point range, 3 of 5 on the outside. Serbia by just 1 with just over 1 minute to play in the first. Greece at 4 fouls now, so that impacts the defense they can play. Lucic, that's a foul on his route to the rim. Despite the best attempts of Kostas Antetokounmpo to claw it away, the foul is on Agravanis. They need a bit of defensive steel. Look no further than Marko Jagodic-Kariđa, who's about to come in. A real favourite for Crvena Zvezda for a number of years here in Belgrade. He's since moved to Budućnost in Podgorica, Montenegro. Vladimir Lucic at the line, who was part of the Serbian team that won silver at Eurobasket 2017. His first appearance of these qualifiers. He goes to the bench, having put Serbia up by 3. Kostas Sloukas. Larentzakis of Olympiakos, teammate of Sloukas, who gets fouled at centre court. Serbia plenty of fouls to give in this closing minute of the first quarter. Papanikolaou, also an Olympiakos player, inbounds the ball. Sloukas, the leader of that team. And by Kasselakis, contested 3-point shot off the mark from the captain, Papanikolaou. Travelling down the floor at pace and getting shut down in the end by the retreating Kostas Antetokounmpo. After the double hesitation from Jagodic-Kariđa underneath. And all guns blazing first 5 minutes. Defensive final 5 minutes perhaps of this first quarter. Another shot for Jagodic-Kariđa. That's not really his game. A couple of seconds differential between shot clock and game clock at the end of the first. Ball in the hands of Kostas Sloukas. A few more experience than him to orchestrate the offense, although he takes an early shot and misses from the elbow. And that leaves Serbia time to pour forward, to twist, to turn, to wait, to pick their moments, to pounce on the perimeter. And the big house in Belgrade booms at the buzzer. in salute of Ognjen Jaramaz. Not a bad way to take your first shot of the game. It doubles the lead for Serbia after a 31-point first quarter. They lead Greece 31-25. Tremendous shooting percentages. 4 of 4 on the outside after that one from Jaramaz. 8 of 13 on the interior, the host as well. A very good offensive quarter for Greece, but still trailing by 6. Well, from the very opening tip, this one was electric. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, along with brother Kostas, feeding off the pressure and thriving initially. Calathes pulling the strings. The Antetokounmpos looking to pull the rim down. But Serbia and their group of sharpshooters have set their sights right tonight. Locked and loaded. They are hitting the target time and time again. The Antetokounmpos having a dunk competition between them. But Serbia in a pressured situation for them, almost a must-win matchup. Able to withstand those big blows from the Greeks' big stars. And you can see all of those highlights by downloading the Courtside 1891 app. Just take a moment to sit back in your seat. You won't be there for long. Immediate pressure at the start of the second quarter as Greece get the ball to Calathes. Down 6. Slukas, a 3-time EuroLeague champion. Giannis called for a travel. And 2-time NBA MVP turns the ball over. A 6-time All-Star, former Defensive Player of the Year and All-NBA first teamer on 4 occasions each of the last 4 seasons. Jaramaz. Nice passing from Serbia and forced home by Kalinic under close scrutiny. His first score gives Serbia the largest lead at 8 points. Slukas. Giannis onto Calathes. Calathes forced to retreat. Shot clock down to the final few ticks. Back out. Can Giannis show his range? Yes, he can. Giannis with the triple. At a point where Greece were starting to slip, he gets them back on their feet. And a 5-point margin. Milutinov, who's done well since coming in to replace Jokic. Jaramaz, hanging and hitting. A 3 at the end of the first, a 2 towards the start of the second for him. Calathes. Giannis this time puts the ball on the floor. Up against Milutinov, back out it goes. Plenty of time on the shot clock this time. Calathes lurking on the baseline. Misses, and Giannis can't bail him out with the rebound. And then a foul off the back of that on Kasselakis. Giannis now has 13 points in 9 minutes, as well as 4 assists. After that 3-pointer, Calathes also has 4 assists. A little bit more of a spread of responsibility for Coach Pesic's Serbia in terms of the points and the assists. A team effort from them so far. Guduric. And a foul as that one's heaved up. Also part of the team that won silver for Serbia at Eurobasket 2017. Second foul on Qualifiers there. Second foul for Greece in the opening couple of minutes of the second quarter. Yaramaz of Bayern Munich inbounds the ball. Guduric, left hand push shot on the run. Perfect trajectory. Serbia stretch their advantage. Up to a game-high 9 points. Timeout from Dimitris Itoudis on the Greece bench. I don't think these fans have been disappointed so far. They've seen the highlight reel plays of Giannis Antetokounmpo, but they've seen their own Serbian stars excel to pull away into a 9-point advantage. Everything they could have asked for so far. Qualifiers. Prodding, probing, penetrating, looking to shoot himself. And being tracked all the way by Yaramaz, who's looking to steal the spotlight from some of those biggest names, but he has the ball stolen from him on the pass attempt, and then the pocket of Qualifiers picked by Guduric. Terrific intensity. Lucic misses the long two. Milutinov battling all the way into the advertising boards, trying to save it to no avail. Serbia shooting 71% from the field. You have to feel that's unsustainable throughout. Greece down 9. Giannis fouled as he takes off. Serbia's first foul of the second quarter, though. Do whatever you can to keep him grounded. The first NBA player ever to rank in the top 20 of a regular season for total points, rebounds, assists, steals and blocks. He is the ultimate do-it-all athlete. We've seen what he can do in several departments already in this one. 13 points, 4 assists and a steal. Keeping Greece close. 7 the margin. Just over 7 to play in the first half. Mitsic. Milutinov trying to get free, far side of the paint, receives it up against Kostas Antetokounmpo. And Giannis sees his brother bullied down to the hardwood, but the shot missed by Milutinov after the hard work to create the read. Slukas. Giannis commanding the attention of two defenders momentarily. Slukas onto the hotshot Dorsey, who's fouled by Mitsic. Again, those two who met on this court a couple of months ago in the EuroLeague semi-finals, Olympiacos against Efes. Vasilija Mitsic, the Final Four MVP at that event. Guduric goes to the bench. Nikola Jokic is back in. He's only played 6.5 minutes so far, Jokic. Not the best 6.5 minutes, 4 turnovers, as well as his 4 points and 2 assists. Giannis has the freedom of the Stark Arena, but can't knock it down. Thanasis, or Kostas rather, will help him out. Brothers backing up each other. Mitsic, only a 5-point margin now. There's a foul called inside. There's Kostas hobbling away to the bench, where he was greeted by his other brother Thanasis. And we've had a technical foul call. And Thanasis will come in. The technical is on Giannis, who is understandably disappointed with the call. It is his first foul, though. However, it's Greece's third team foul of the second quarter inside the opening 4 minutes. Nikola Jokic at the line. A 4-time NBA All-Star himself and a 3-time All-NBA first-teamer. Ranks top 10 all-time for triple-doubles. Also has the record for the fastest ever in just 14.5 minutes. And has more triple-doubles than any other European player in the history of the game. Jokic reels it in. Over the top. Gets it to drop. And has 7 points as he looks to pick up the pace after a fairly tough start. Serbia by 8, having led by as many as 9. Giannis lurking on the wing, back out onto Dorsey from Slukas, and Tyler Dorsey does what he does best and knocks down the 3. Greece refusing to let Serbia get away. Giannis leads the way in all scorers of the game with 15 points. Serbia have really spread their scoring around. Mitsic had 9 early and still leads them with 9. They've got a couple of players on 7. 1 on 6, 1 on 5. And they lead by 5. Lucic. Jokic commanding attention on the perimeter. Mitsic onto Jokic. The big 1-2 punch combination for Serbia, but a travel call. We saw one earlier on Greece's biggest star, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and now on Serbia's biggest star, Nikola Jokic. Both teams with 5 turnovers altogether. Hard to imagine how tense this place is going to be if it's this close late on, with Serbia needing the win. Thanasis. He takes the 3 in the corner, glances the glass, rebound grabbed by Larentzakis. Slukas skipping away, passing across. He'll take another one here, Thanasis, and got it. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and then turn around and taunt this crowd. Lucic couldn't grab the rebound. Greece looking for the tie or even the lead, and an unsportsmanlike foul called on Jagodic Karica. So they have a very good opportunity to take the lead, Greece, from 9 down. We'll have a timeout before we have free throws and possession for Greece, who are only trailing by 2. Slight glimpse into the timeout of Svetislav Pesic, the Serbia head coach, who turned 73 this weekend. The FIBA Hall of Famer led Serbia to gold at both the 2002 World Cup and the 2001 Eurobasket. Also won Eurobasket with Germany all the way back in 1993. They don't come more experienced than him. He and his team under significant pressure, though, in this World Cup qualifying campaign. It will be the story of these qualifiers if they fail to make the finals next summer. Even 18,000 passionate Serbian fans failing to disrupt the confidence and focus of two-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, who gets Greece level from 9 down. A bit of support in the arena for them. A rare moment in which that support wasn't drowned out. 40-40. Greece have only led for 19 seconds of this ball game so far. Can they get themselves in front here? Slukas, he'll take the 3 and drills it towards the end of the shot clock. Greece lead for the first time in a long time, and from 9 down. They've called it a 2, toes on the line for Kostas Slukas. But the lead nonetheless, and then the defense from Greece, which has been a huge component of this second quarter comeback. Serbia looked unstoppable on the offensive end over the first 5 minutes. Anything but since then. Giannis flips it on, feet on the line though from Thanasis. Not aware of his court position, turns it over. And that's a sloppy turnover. They scored 20 points, Serbia, in the first 5.5 minutes. Only 20 since. Micic to Kalinic, to Jokic, to Lucic. Team basketball getting them back in business in Belgrade. 42-42. First field goal for Vladimir Lucic. Dorsey to Larentzakis. Around the frame of Giannis, who looks to get in behind. Can't grab the rebound over Jokic, though. And a whistle to stop the play because there's cause for significant concern for Serbia here, with one of their standout stars down hurt, holding that right ankle. Vasilija Micic grimacing in pain. And this crowd is quiet as you will ever hear it until the chants of MVP reverberate around the Stark Arena. We've got the last 4 MVPs of the NBA here, but I'm pretty sure that chant is directed towards Vasilija Micic. Perhaps the MVP of continental basketball in Europe over the last few years. This would be a significant blow with Serbia up against it in qualification for the World Cup next summer, and of course right on the doorstep of the Eurobasket finals, which tip off next week. Let's hope it's not as bad as it might appear for Vasilija Micic. Guided Efes to their first ever EuroLeague championship 2 seasons ago as the league MVP and Final Four MVP. And was Final Four MVP again here in this arena this season, and also the season's top scorer as Efes repeated as champions. A long-term injury will be a blow for them as well, as they look to become the first ever team in the modern era to do a three-peat. Let's dampen things somewhat with 3 minutes of the first half remaining. These two lock level, 42-42. Offensive rebound, Serbia, fresh 14 on the shot clock. Yaramaz with one of the highlights of the game so far, beating the buzzer at the end of the previous quarter. Darting down the paint, slicing and scoring in Micic-like character was Marinkovic. Serbia back ahead, and then a foul on Marinkovic. He's certainly capable of pouring in the points, averaged 13 a game through his 2 previous qualifier appearances. Serbia's 4th foul of this second quarter, so any more fouls from their defense until halftime will send Greece to the line. Slukas. Greece looking for the lead. Not yet. Jokic the rebound. Carrying the ball all the way through as well. Volleying basketball in Belgrade from their superstar. In true Serbian spirit. Hearing chants of MVP. The Joker determined to have the last laugh of this first half.
Make it clear.
Serbia up by 4. 2 minutes and 20 remaining in the first half. Off the back of the timeout. Jokic up to 9 points in 11 minutes after a tough start. Giannis, the standout scorer in this game with 17 points already. MVP versus MVP. Determined play on the offensive end to draw the attention, kick to the corner and create the open triple for Vladimir Lucic. Kalinic the kick, Lucic the lightning bolt. Serbia by 7. Giannis blocked off. Serbia hunting in packs. Picked up by Thanasis, offensive foul. Just listen to the Serbian capital. They love their superstars here. They prefer their defense. They're going to really have to do this the hard way now. Vasilija Micic hobbled off to the locker room with a twisted ankle a few minutes ago. They're just 1 and 3 in the group, chasing down the likes of Greece. Jokic through the double team, battling through brick walls. Nikola Jokic showing his muscle. The man who averaged around 27 points, 14 rebounds and 8 assists in the regular season of the NBA this past year to win his second straight MVP award, playing for the Denver Nuggets. Had 4 turnovers in his first 6 minutes here, but he's found his groove towards the end of this second quarter. Jokic wanting a turnover, and he's got the answer I think he wanted from the official. Foot on the line from the Greek captain, Papanikolaou. Yaramaz, a chance for Serbia to go up by double figures for the first time here. They've tied their largest lead at 9 so far. Jokic inside, batted away though. A vital defensive intervention from Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Dorsey. Greece determined to hang in the fight. Tyler Dorsey from downtown misses. Thanasis just about able to help it towards Giannis. The razzle-dazzle from the deck. But in transition, Lucic going for everything. In the end, got nothing. This is a basketball battle. Heavyweights trading blows. The huge prize that looms on the horizon, a place at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Greece down 9. Final 20 seconds or so of the first half. 4-second differential. Slukas handling the ball. Thanasis. And there's a whistle for a foul on the defense. Serbia now at the foul limit. Seems to be on Yaramaz, his second. So Greece to the line with 14.3 to play in the first half. Serbia already across the half-century mark. In terms of their scoring, 31 points though in the first quarter. Restricted at least to 20 here in the second. But Greece's scoring has slowed down as well. 25 in the first quarter, 17 so far in the second. Giannis has 17 of their 42 points. Well, that is a collector's item. And maybe that is the impact of a Serbian capital crowd on a two-time NBA MVP. They don't do crowds like this on the other side of the Atlantic. And he misses both. But the helping hand from his older brother, Thanasis. Final seconds, Lucic falling down to his backside in the corner, couldn't quite convert. What a 20 minutes of FIBA basketball. Serbia lead by 7. It's been a single-digit game throughout, up by as many as 9. But at half-time, 51-44 over Greece. Serbia dominant in terms of the shooting percentages, including 5 of 6 three-pointers. Greece not bad. 44, a very good offensive output, but their defense struggling to keep Serbia's offensive weapons at bay. Serbia have had a couple of extra turnovers, and Greece have had 3 extra offensive rebounds, which has helped to close the gap, despite the dominant shooting percentages from the hosts. Well, the first 5 minutes were unlike anything we've ever witnessed before in FIBA major tournament qualifying. The superstars of this game unloading all of their offensive firepower on each other, the likes of Jokic and Giannis. And the points dried up a little bit. Serbia able to pull away to lead by as many as 9. Greece showing plenty of defensive determination at the start of the second quarter to keep it close. Dimitris Itoudis' side rising to the challenge and tying the game from 9 down before falling behind again. Giannis, the top scorer, with 17 points in as many minutes. 4 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal as well. Looking to dominate the box score and the highlight reel. Yaramaz with one of the biggest highlights of the ball game at the end of the first quarter. Serbia shooting the lights out from long range and on the interior. Yaramaz baskets at the end of the first and towards the start of the second. We've seen that power in the paint from the Antetokounmpos, and that determination that you'd expect from a Dimitris Itoudis' side to battle back, and then that battling ability was matched and then some by Nikola Jokic, the reigning NBA MVP, who had a tough start and then produced a couple of remarkable battling plays after Greece had closed the gap to tie. Marinkovic has contributed 9 points. Serbia really spreading their scoring around. Jokic leading the way now with 11. A couple of huge plays towards the end of the half. 9 each then for Micic and Marinkovic. All of Micic's coming in the opening 2.5 minutes. They've had 7 from Lucic, 5 from Yaramaz, 6 from Milutinov. A team effort on a big night in Belgrade for Serbia. And at the half, they lead by 7, 51-44 over Greece. Don't go anywhere. A huge second half to come.
when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands. It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Young Silva now putting the pressure here on Fredriksson, but we got to steal now. Rudy Fernandez time throws it down. Well, a bit of old Rudy fashion.
Mihajlovic, leaves his man on the ground and buries the three. That will be one you see again. Mihajlovic, a little crossover, freezes the defender, falls to the floor.
Their team for all the fight that they've given in the show. Jokubaitis from deep, that's a little bit adding salt to the wound.
Venezuela now finds under the basket, the Nova pass to Juancho Hernan Gomez.
To get an early win in this first competition window. Manny goes inside, but he throws it down. And the help was absent.
Well, there's Kai van der Verst, the free now. There's a little kick out. Worthy to Young with a one-handed jam with a bit of authority one more time.
Melli has it ripped away from him. Lechchenko, nice pass. Hernan is blocked, unceremoniously blocked. Melli will advance it. Great hands, super defensive effort. Oh, what a throwdown on the break. And Lechchenko makes a statement. Great hands initially, and this was only going to go one way. And did not back down.
France, they get offensive rebounds. Look at the behind the back pass and the flush from Rudy Gobert. Showtime has arrived in Paris.
Well, what do we have here? It gets rejected. Well, De Jong said, you are not worthy for that one. Welcome back to the Stark Arena in Belgrade, 51-44 at halftime in a huge World Cup qualifier between Serbia and Greece. Let's take a look at the top scorers for the two teams, and it's the two players you might expect to be at the top of those scoring charts. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 17 points, a game high from the man who won the NBA MVP awards in 2019 and 2020. He's 5 of 10 from the field, including 1 3-pointer, 6 of 8 at the foul line. And many of the game's most impressive plays. Also 4 rebounds, 4 assists and 1 steal on that stat line in 17 and a bit minutes on court. He's going to play long minutes, but such is his athleticism and conditioning. More than capable of doing that. And continuing to lead Greece here in the second half.
shown several facets of his game, his high-flying finishes. That time that pull-up jump shot. And it's the man who took the NBA MVP award off him to win it in back-to-back seasons, who leads Serbia, Nikola Jokic. That despite a slow start in which he produced 4 turnovers in the opening 6 minutes for him on court, but he came back in off the bench in a determined mood and finished that first half with 11 points, 4 rebounds and 3 assists and just 1 extra turnover in 13 and a bit minutes. Jokic 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 at the foul line. Determined to cancel out what Giannis has been doing for Greece. That bit of battling, one of the highlights of the opening 20 minutes. It takes plenty of force to knock down Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Nikola Jokic lifting the atmosphere. A few extra decibels after that piece of freight train basketball. And it's one of the biggest basketball arenas on the continent, packed to the brim tonight for this huge game. And Serbia will need these fans to do their thing in quarters 3 and 4. They're in a tough spot in the group at the start of the second stage. One and 3 in 5th place. They need to finish in the top 3. They're a win behind 4th place Belgium and another win behind 3rd place Turkey. 2 wins behind 2nd place Latvia and leaders Greece, with 6 games to play. Although we do have a final score from that Latvia-Turkey game now in Riga. Latvia with an offensive showcase, pouring 111 points as they beat Turkey 111-85. That in many ways is good news for Serbia. So Latvia have gone top of Group I at 4 and 1. Turkey still 3rd, have fallen to 2 and 3. So Serbia, if they keep hold of their halftime lead and go on and win this game, can tie 3rd place Turkey at 2 and 3. And let's look at the fuller line on Giannis. We've already discussed those numbers. Greece currently 3 and 1 in a good position from which to launch themselves in this second stage and make next summer's World Cup. And they don't want to be tasting defeat to start this stage here in Belgrade tonight. Belgium against Great Britain is already underway. Perhaps the 2 outside contenders to finish in that top 3. On Sunday, Greece will host Belgium in Athens. Again, they'll be strong favourites for. Serbia face perhaps the biggest crunch clash of their campaign on the road at Turkey in Istanbul. That one at the Sinan Erdem Dome. And you wonder if they will have the man whose house that belongs to, Vasilija Micic, able to play or not. At the place he plays his club basketball for Anadolu Efes, because he went down in the first half here with what seemed to be a rolled right ankle. And as he held it, hobbling off, Belgrade held its breath in hope that Vasilija Micic, one of their standout stars, could return. Not just for this second half here, or for that huge game in Istanbul on Sunday, but also for the start of Eurobasket next week. Serbia won the World Cup when they played in Greece in 1998. And then won it again in the USA in 2002. They were silver medalists in Spain in 2014. Lost to the USA in the final. And they were one of the favourites at the last edition in China in 2019, but disappointingly bowed out in the quarter-finals when they lost to Argentina. There's a generation of incredibly talented players that know they have to achieve more on the international stage. And they can ill afford to not qualify for next summer's World Cup. That would be the biggest disappointment of all. Eurobasket, they'll look to become European champions for a fourth time and for the first time in 21 years. They'll be one of the favourites, as will Greece, who themselves were World Cup silver medalists back in 2006 when they beat the USA in the semi-finals. Two-time European champions, winning Eurobasket on home soil in 1987 and then again in 2005. They were knocked out by Russia in the quarterfinals at the last edition in 2017. In terms of European basketball, it does not get any bigger than these two nations trading blows with all of their big stars on display. And they've not disappointed so far. Will it be Giannis and Greece? Or will it be Jokic and Serbia celebrating at the end of this half? Serbia have led by as many as 9. Lead by 7 at the start of the third quarter. And started with the ball, looking for the first double-digit lead of the game. Into Jokic, who's fouled straight away by Giannis. As the two global superstars collide. Greece did have one lead halfway through the second quarter at 40-42. And then one right towards the start of the game. They've only led for 71 seconds of the game so far. Serbia have led for more than 17 minutes. Yaramaz dancing with the defense and turning the paint into a dance floor and hearing it from this huge crowd. Giannis off the high hop, 3 doesn't go. Dorsey picks it up off the deck. Guarded by Yaramaz, who's been the under-the-radar star, but he's beaten that time by the determined Tyler Dorsey. 10 for Dorsey now, and then picked off by Papanikolaou. His defensive doggedness leaves him the freedom of the paint to finish. Greece within 5. They've only led by as many as 2 points. He's going to shoot a 3. He's going to show us he can do everything. Nikola Jokic. 14 points, Serbia back up by 8. Papanikolaou reels that one in, finds Dorsey. Giannis with the high screen moves back inside. Papanikolaou pulls the trigger on the perimeter, misses. Thanasis the rebound. Giannis, the recipient of the pass, over the top of fellow superstar Jokic. 19 for Giannis. Gets his first score of the second half, seconds after Jokic had his first score. A 6-point game. Jokic turning into Thanasis and a foul. Serbia yet to foul in the second half. That's 2 on Greece now after 2 minutes of the third quarter. The shooting foul sends Jokic to the line. His game getting better and better after that slow start. .15 for the number 15 in 15 minutes so far. Tag another to that tally. Serbia 6 of 7 from the line as a team. Qualifiers. Greece down 8. Oh, Papanikolaou dropped it. Determined to save it. And they'll allow play to continue here. Qualifiers from the strike. Can't get the floater to fall. Grabs his own rebound. A crazy and messy passage of play. In a game that has, until this point, been glimmering with style and twinkling with shine. Yaramas, who's had his big moments. Jokic, who's having his big performance. Backs into Giannis to score. .18 now for Nikola Jokic. Serbia owning the paint. Up by 10, first double-digit lead of the ball game. Qualifiers drew 2 and dished off for the dynamic dunk. Inhuman athleticism from Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that's the ultimate Greek combination. Jokic on the drive-by. Dorsey. And there's Yaramas again, hearing it from this home crowd. Can't find Jokic with the pass, though. One or two indications that business is starting to pick up again on the offensive ends for both teams. Qualifiers, former Panathinaikos coach and former Greek national team coach, Rick Pitino calls Qualifiers one of the best passers of all time. Dorsey for 3. After Giannis kicked it out, Dorsey did the rest. Greece halve a 10-point deficit to 5. 13 for Tyler Dorsey. Marinkovic. Not often this place with this many in attendance goes this quiet. Lucic looking to lift them back to life. We talked at half-time, only 4.5 minutes ago, about the offensive spread from Serbia. Everybody chipping in. It's more so become the Nikola Jokic show in the third quarter. He's up to 18 points. Seven of those have come in the last 4.5 minutes. Lucic misses from the line. An all-EuroLeague first teamer with Bayern Munich when he guided them to their first ever EuroLeague playoffs 2 seasons ago. Couldn't quite reach that level last season. Vladimir Lucic. Recovers from missing the first to hit the second. Serbia by 6. Qualifiers guarded by Marinkovic. Touch-tight defense. Jokic forcing Giannis away. Turns to face him. Superstar to superstar. Nose to nose. Don't forget about Thanasis. Picking up the pieces. Greece within 4. 13-5 on second chance points. Their athleticism on the inside telling. Giannis trying to put Guduric in the spin cycle. Greece calling for an unsportsmanlike foul. Guduric maybe calling for an offensive foul as he took a whack to the chin. You can see the Greek bench asking for the unsportsmanlike as well. This was very briefly a 10-point ball game in Serbia's favour. It was quickly halved, and it's rarely been more than a lead of a couple of possessions. The officials will go to the video to have another look at this collision. If Serbia get the win, they are back on track in pursuit of a place at next summer's World Cup. If they lose, they're back in trouble. If Greece win, you have to feel they're pretty much there. Such is their record and the talent they possess. And having a good long look at this, there's a pull of the jersey from Guduric, who himself went to the NBA with the Grizzlies for a year, back at Fenerbahce now. Well, you don't even need the image, let alone my words, to tell you the call. Just listen to this Serbian capital crowd. And you can see what coach Svetislav Pesic thinks about the collision. Giannis hearing it at the line. And feeling the pressure at the line. He's missed his last 3 free throws in a row. And that's after making each of his first 6. A little break in the storm at the Stark Arena to hear a few claps and cheers from the travelling Greek fans. Giannis against Jokic, puts it on the floor, attacks to the baseline. Serbia blocking off the far side of the floor. Turnover Antetokounmpo, having got Greece within 3 with that last free throw. Not too damaging, that unsportsmanlike foul. Miss from Marinkovic. 2 brothers getting in each other's way perhaps, but Greece do get possession. Coach Itoudis, a relentless competitor. Some of his famous quotes: show no emotion. And this is a championship game. Talking about any game, that's the way he approaches the game of basketball. This does feel like a championship game. Foul on Guduric again, trying to keep up with the hotshot Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey, the second top scorer so far for Greece, with 13 points, including 3 of 5 three-pointers. Only Giannis scoring more. Serbia pinch it back, determined to keep hold of their lead. Guduric on the flyby. Bang! Wow. Look at Marko Guduric right now. All pumped up, and so is this crowd, with Djokovic and Obradovic in attendance. Calmness and composure in a heated atmosphere before pure passion and commitment to force a turnover. And what a response from Marko Guduric after a tough spell before that. He puts the 4th team foul on Greece in this third quarter. Forces their 12th turnover. Serbia by 6. Greece matching that intensity. And Giannis Antetokounmpo taking off again. You cannot rest for a second of this remarkable game. Guduric directing traffic. Inside it goes. Foul on Thanasis. Let's take a look at this if we can. Kaleta is from three-quarter court, knocking down the 3. He checks out. Slukas comes in. Serbia lead by 4. Greece are at the foul limit of this third quarter now. Milutinov's at the line. Kaleta is tied with Giannis as the most creative player in the game on 5 assists, although he's yet to score a point. He's missed all 5 of his shots. Apart from that three-quarter quarter after the whistle. Milutinov came in and hit 3 of 3 off the bench in the first half. From the field, that is. Now at the line, knocks them down. Serbia by 6. 8 points altogether for him. Slukas. Giannis hands it off to Dorsey. 3 threes already for him. Inside to Giannis, double team, forced towards the baseline. Rabid and relentless defense from the Serbs, with their World Cup lives on the line. Well, Giannis has been, to a large extent, shut down by Coach Pesic's side since half-time. Nice flip inside, defense Thanasis. Giannis grabs the loose ball. Travelling at pace. Bullying his way towards the basket, forced into the miss though, with everything Serbia had. Kalinic near side, 3-point shot, Dobric. Dobric grabs it and gets fouled. Everybody chipping in for Serbia. Ognjen Dobric has only had 2 minutes on court. And he's just forced the 3rd foul on Papanikolaou with his willingness to get to the loose ball. No Serbian player has more than 2 fouls yet, as we see that denial from Thanasis. Greece now have Agravanis, Thanasis and Papanikolaou on 3. In terms of the superstars, Giannis only has 2 personal fouls. And Jokic yet to commit one. Greece at the foul limit in the third quarter. A big opportunity for Serbia to stretch their advantage heading into the fourth with 2.5 to play, but they missed that second one from the line. Lead by 7. Slukas against Milutinov. Thanasis for 3. Dorsey towering and was pushed. You'd usually see that play the other way around, with Dorsey taking the three-point shot and Thanasis trying to fly high for the rebound. What an effort from the 195 guard Tyler Dorsey, though. And getting his reward. Now we're going to see Dejan Davidovac for the very first time. Serbia digging deep into their very talented roster. A bit of extra energy and fight from defensively talented players to try and hold Greece at arm's length. Fresh legs to help preserve some of their bigger stars for a blockbuster finish as well, perhaps. Shot clock ticking. Dorsey! Defensive door slammed in the face of Tyler Dorsey by Nikola Milutinov. Full focus, his full frame, skying towards the hoop for a huge swat away. Just what I was talking about, the Serbian defense keeping Greece at arm's length. That's a long arm. And the 2 meters 13 centre Nikola Milutinov. Here he is on the offensive end now against Thanasis. That's going to be an offensive foul, surely. And a technical call. He throws out that left arm to throw Thanasis Antetokounmpo down to the deck, but then the technical called on Greece. Thanasis Antetokounmpo feeling hard done by the call. Greece not happy. Milutinov at the line. He knocks down the tech. Serbia lead by 8. 92 seconds to play in the third quarter. And Serbia getting the benefit of that call. Have the ball back. They need to get it in, though, and turn it over to Agravanis. A little bit of justice done, perhaps. Slukas. Dorsey. Prodding, probing, penetrating the paint, kicking out. Papanikolaou. Defense not biting on the fakes. Slukas. Floater from the foul line, too long. Milutinov looking to get back to his dominant best on the boards. Side skip, three-point shot. Guduric, Milutinov. That's what he's about. Defensive board, offensive boards, but not the points. This is a huge final minute of this third quarter, you feel, for Greece. Close the gap and they're right in it. See the gap open and they're struggling. Slukas, no-look pass. Papanikolaou locked and loaded in the corner. Gives them what they need. Will miss and fail to play defense there, and it could be a double-digit game heading into the final period. Knocked down a 3, and you're within 5 and forcing a timeout on Serbia. Svetislav Pesic will try and draw something up on the bench to continue to give his team a bit of breathing room heading towards the final 10 minutes. This game arguably more important for Serbia, given the position of the two teams in the group. Doing what they have to do so far, but far from secure. They've lost Vasilija Micic, one of their standout stars, to injury back in the first half. They've led by as many as 10, but have the deficit reduced on a couple of occasions. They can't afford to slip here on home court. Kostas Sloukas, 4 assists for Greece so far. Giannis and Kaletes each have 5. They've had plenty of creative options. Nikola Kalinic leads Serbia creatively with 6 assists in the absence of the injured Micic. Final seconds of the third, turnover from Serbia, leaving plenty of time for Greece to try and make it a one-possession game heading into the final quarter. Dobric and Kalinic getting in a mix-up. Not what they wanted off the timeout, anything but. 13th turnover of the game for Serbia, which is still 2 fewer than Greece. Shot clock turned off at the end of the third. Sloukas going through the gears, trying to go through the Serbian defense and failing. Time for the home side to flood forward. Contested three-point shot, no foul, but put in by Milutinov, who's stepping up to become the star himself at centre, with Jokic on the bench. .11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, a steal and a block in 11 minutes for Nikola Milutinov. Talk about rescuing a play. Serbia trying to rescue their World Cup hopes. So far, so good. In Belgrade, they lead by 7 at the end of 3. Serbia 70, Greece 63. Look back at some of the best moments of that third quarter. The dazzling dribble from Yaramaz, who's played a big part, as has Tyler Dorsey for Greece, their second top scorer on 13 points behind the 24 of Giannis. And this has been pure passion, determination and quality throughout. Jokic showing his range, knocked down a 3. It's the Serbian centres who've been the difference makers. 18 points for Jokic, 11 for Milutinov. And their presence in the paint has opened up gaps on the perimeter for the rest of the team to shoot 7 of 11 from long range. They've not taken too many three-point attempts, but when they have picked their moments to pounce from the perimeter, they've knocked them down at such a high efficiency. Do make sure you get the courtside 1891 app for all the stream schedules and scores. A tool you simply have to have in your pocket for this huge period of international basketball. These incredible qualifiers for next summer's World Cup. And of course the rescheduled Eurobasket, which tips off next week. Incredible to think that we have waited 5 years for a Eurobasket and haven't had a World Cup for the last 3 years, and now we're going to get consecutive summers of those major tournaments with all of these stars, including that man there, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who scores off the back of the timeout, right, or off the back of the start of the fourth quarter rather, to make it a 5-point margin. 26 for Giannis. Yaramaz. He's going to take it all. And has been one of the key members of the Serbian supporting cast. 9 points now, perfect two-point shooting for Yaramaz. Three-pointer in reply from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's on the brink of a 30-point game. And Greece are breathing down the necks of Serbia again. Within 4, 9 minutes to play. Whistle on the play, I think, against Dorsey. Giannis now 10 of 18 from the field, including 2 of 4 on the outside, 7 of 10 from the foul line. 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 2 steals. The sense the Serbian capital is somewhat nervous right now. Yaramaz taking on a big responsibility again, turns it over to Dorsey in traffic. Dorsey pirouetting on the perimeter, can't find breathing room for the shot, and the foul, the first for Serbia of this fourth quarter. Thanasis of Greece, the only individual in the game on 4 fouls. In fact, nobody has more than 2 for Serbia, so they're okay in terms of individual foul trouble, Coach Pesic's team. Dorsey. He's knocked down 3 threes so far, working with Giannis on the perimeter. Dorsey guarded by Yaramaz, who forced the air ball. Davidovac. Back to Yaramaz. Guarded by Slukas, pulls him back beyond the perimeter, works with Milutinov, who rolls inside, ready for the rebound. It wasn't required because Yaramaz has set his radar right tonight. "12 perfect points from Ognjen Yaramaz. 5 of 5 from the field and 2 of 2 from downtown in 13.5 minutes.
Is killing us. So, on the flash screen, we can go avoid. On the re-screen, we switch. Unless it's a long flag. So we are
Ognjen Jaramaz thriving under pressure for Serbia. Their third scorer into double figures, 12 points without missing a shot. Serbia up by 7 with just over 8 minutes to play. You heard Coach Itudis and the timeout saying Jaramaz is killing them. What have they got off the back of the timeout on the offensive end? Swarming defense from Serbia, but a foul. And a second of the fourth quarter. Rubbing salt in those wounds. A blow to the bridge of the nose from Lucic. That won't keep him down for long. If you've ever called basketball a non-contact sport, you've probably never watched a game in your life. And this has been about as feisty and physical as they come. As you'd expect, in the Stark Arena, in front of around 18,000 in the city of basketball, Belgrade. Shifted to Dorsey in the corner, misses. Serbia survived that scare. Jaramaz with the bit between his teeth now. Guarded by Dorsey. No foul. Milutinov hands it off to Lucic, takes a look at the basket, puts it on the floor, shot clock down to the final 5. Dobric, entry pass high, big catch, Milutinov, and a foul as he tries to elevate against 2 defenders. Several indications that Nikola Milutinov is back to his best after a bad injury. 11 points, 4 rebounds, a steal and a block in 13.5 minutes so far. Agravanis now walking a disciplinary tightrope as he picks up his 4th personal foul. Quite remarkable the game has been as hotly contested and physical as it has been, without any Serbians so far having more than 2 fouls to their name. That's to their credit as individuals and the coach for spreading that defensive aggression around. 8 is their lead. First miss from the line for Milutinov. He did his previous 4. Papanikolaou, Slukas. Shot clock to 5. Slukas looking back to Dorsey, darts inside, far side, sidestep, gets it away in time. Drifting and missing was Agravanis, saved on the baseline. A chance for Serbia with 7 minutes to play to make it a double-digit lead. And a game that has been single digits for the vast majority. They'll slow it down to try and do so in the half court. Jaramaz. Milutinov rolling inside. Can't get it to go. And Greece look to come forward swiftly. Slukas. That's the 3rd team foul on Serbia inside the opening 3.5 minutes of this 4th quarter. So no individual foul trouble for the hosts, but now they have to watch themselves as a team for the remainder of the game. Jaramaz's 3rd personal, the first Serbian player to pick up a 3rd. That sees him to the bench. Nikola Jokic back in, 18 points in 19 minutes so far. Far side, open 3. Pieces picked up by Agravanis off the miss. Greece determined to hang in the fight. 6 points the margin, just over 6 minutes to play. They've been big on the boards. And that is a turnover on an offensive foul from Serbia. That's a double blow. They turn the ball over and they pick up their 4th team foul. with still 6 minutes and change remaining, so any further fouls from their defense for the rest of this game will send Greece to the line. Right elbow towards the sternum of Papanikolaou. What was spotted by the official. The nervousness and tension in this arena might just favour Greece down the final stretch. Jokic the rebound. Fouled at centre court by Agravanis. And I think that will see him foul out. It does. Greece's top scorer through this campaign fouls out in just 9.5 minutes on court and 5 points. And he's got a bit of superstar backup though to help him and Dimitris Itoudis out in this particular window. Final 6 minutes. Serbia by 6, slowing it down, looking to deal with the considerable pressure. Lopez picks up a third foul. And a couple of team fouls in quick succession for Greece, which closes the gap on Serbia and puts that grimace on the face of Nikolaitis. So it's 14 fouls on both teams now. Guduric. Jokic. Shot clock down to 3. Jokic, lovely pass. Lucic, got it. Serbia sizzles again. 11 for Lucic. A 9-point lead and an instant response from Giannis. This crowd not able to celebrate for too long. Midway point of the fourth quarter. Guduric. Jokic puts it on the floor using his teammate as a decoy. Back out. Kalinic, team basketball in Belgrade. It doesn't lead to the score for Dobric though. These fans nonetheless will show their appreciation. That was the previous 3 for Lucic that put them up by 9, but Giannis reducing the arrears to 7 and Greece have the ball back again. And the pressure's not going away. Five crucial minutes, particularly in the qualification campaign for Serbia for next summer's World Cup. 3-point shot, falls short from Giannis. Guduric and Jokic to work together again. It goes the other way, back to Guduric. Up against Giannis. Just about squeezed it to Jokic, who draws the double team, trapped in the corner, finds a way out. Lovely pass. Dobric, can he do it this time? No. Jokic helps him out on the boards, but Greece put up the defensive ceiling. Back-to-back 3-point misses from Dobric. Quarterback pass into the end zone, and Thanasis with the touchdown. Sloukas, the pinpoint pass. Thanasis Antetokounmpo, the powerful finish. Greece within 5 and the defense. And here comes Giannis. And here comes Greece. From 10 down, they're within 3. Final 4 minutes as the Stark Arena falls silent. And Svetislav Pesic calls timeout for Serbia. It's a 33-point game for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And this is an epic confrontation like none other before in FIBA major tournament qualifying, and it's had a bit of everything. The electric atmosphere, the raucous and rowdy arena, the superstars, the incredible highlight reel plays, the momentum shifts, the scoring runs, the leads for Serbia, and the tenacity of Greece to not let them get away. And the stakes are high, particularly for the hosts. Serbia, who've led by as many as 10, now by just 3. Final 4 minutes. Well, they leave him unguarded. And in the end, it was the right poison to pick, as far as the Greek defense is concerned, as Jokic misses the 3. He has hit one tonight. Dorsey. Thanasis turns to face the basket. Jokic forcing him away. Shot clock down to the final seconds. Ball beyond the baseline. Kicked out of bounds. And it will reset the shot clock to 14. Qualifiers to inbound, to Dorsey on the inbound pass of 3. And that would have tied it. Remember, Greece have only led for a little over a minute of this ball game. Kalinic, there's a foul. And it will send Serbia to the line. It's on Papanikolaou. Greece at the foul limit. And that's the 4th personal on Papanikolaou as well. Three monumental minutes remaining. High-pressured free throws for Serbia's biggest star, as he looks to hit 20 for the game. Did you ever doubt it? Serbia by 5. Dorsey to Qualifiers. Working with Giannis on the perimeter. Didn't want to take the 3 over the top of Jokic. Might do this time, though. Giannis short. Rebound, Lucic. The Lucic leap. Taking a hit to the face in the process. He's a true warrior of the game. Jokic, 2.5 to play. Lost it. Up against Giannis. Lucic misses on the inbound. Jokic trying to tame the loose ball and succeeded in doing so. Serbia looking to stretch it to a 3-possession lead. Yaramaz banks it in. It might just be his night in Belgrade. Of all the stars, of all the MVPs, of all the big names, Ognjen Yaramaz flies under the radar and steals the spotlight. "15 points without missing a shot in 17 minutes, and so many of them have come at big moments in this big atmosphere.
screen to Papa Nicolau. The main thing is here. Tyler is coming. Ball over here. Move over here. So I got Tyler on inside. Five. Giannis. This. Nick, you replace Giannis. Do it going. But if they go under on the first, we need a screen and we need a little bit to push out the space for those two to operate.
Ten has been the largest lead for Serbia, who are close to must-win territory. 8 is the lead with 2 minutes and change remaining. Kaletes takes the three and hits the three. Achilles heel bathed in the river Styx for him. Not his game, Kaletes. He's not shy to shoot, but he doesn't convert them at a high percentage. And it was only his second attempt on the outside tonight. He gets those nerves jangling in this humongous Serbian crowd again. Superstar versus superstar. Superstar shot! And Belgrade believes. Jokic over Giannis. And Thanasis refuses to give up hope for Greece. 5 points the margin. That might be an offensive foul had the body position been a little different. It's on the defense instead, with Giannis shuffling across. Well, in the land of MVPs, in the city of basketball, Nikola Jokic steps up to the plate. .23 for him. 8 rebounds, 5 assists as well. What an early 73rd birthday present this would be for Svetislav Pesic. If he could celebrate tonight, he'll be in action with his team on his birthday on Sunday, and a huge road game in Istanbul against Turkey. That clash arguably even bigger than this one in terms of the stakes. Jokic misses at the line. Serbia will wait and see the extent of the injury to Vasilija Micic as well, of course, ahead of that huge game on Sunday, as Jokic misses both, but the brothers collide. No harm done in the end. Final minute and change. Only a 2-possession lead for Serbia. Greece with the ball, as the whistles and the jeers rain down from this sizable crowd in the Serbian capital. Kaletes, little push shot for him, recovered around the hoop by Giannis, making sure it went down. A 3-point game, final minute. .35 for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yaramaz playing so well under pressure. Moving the ball on to Jokic, draws the double team. Free man in the corner is Lucic. Offensive rebound. Back off the baseline from Kalinic, and they'll slow it down. 25 seconds to play. 6 on the shot clock. Yaramaz taking it to the hoop. Can't convert. Kaletes. Shot clock turned off. Greece down by 3. They need the 3 for overtime. Dorsey got it! Falling and flailing and feeling he was fouled in the corner. Tyler Dorsey ties the game with 11.5 seconds to play. The small pocket of blue in this huge Serbian sea, able to celebrate as Tyler Dorsey delivers the dagger. No foul called, so we're tied at 87. And you will not hear the Serbian capital as quiet as this. And now fearing for their World Cup hopes. This arena has witnessed some remarkable spectacles down the years in these kind of atmospheres at club level and international level. This is one that will live long in the memory and go down in the history books with the very biggest stars on display. From 10 down, Greece are level. Off the back of the timeout, Serbia perhaps have one more shot. For the win. Yaramaz, who's yet to miss a shot. Up against Kaletes. Yaramaz handed his face for the win. We are heading to overtime. Why not have 5 more enthralling minutes? Serbia have to regroup, rally together, refocus. Greece have the wind in their sails. Here in Belgrade, 87-87 at the end of regulation. Kaletes' pass to Papanikolaou, the touch to the corner. Tyler Dorsey. And Greece level from 10 down. Yaramaz with the chance to win it. Could only produce a rare miss after hitting his first 6 attempts from the field tonight. There'll be a bit of chin scratching, a bit of nail biting. And not a single soul leaving early from the Stark Arena. The most star-studded matchup in the history of qualifying for a major FIBA tournament. And it has lived up to the hype and then some. The big question now is how big a psychological blow that might be for Serbia, having been on the brink of a humongous win. They have to pick themselves almost up off the canvas and go again. Dizzied by that big Tyler Dorsey blow. 11.5 seconds before the 4th quarter buzzer. Serbia have led for nearly 37 of the 40 minutes. Marinkovic, they'll try and lead again. Jokic threatening to give Dorsey a taste of his own medicine. Inside they go instead to the determined and clinical Kalinic. He scores over the top of Papanikolaou. Kaletes. Papanikolaou looking for payback. Falls short. Marinkovic grabs the ball and Serbia can come again. Back-to-back scores to start overtime would certainly settle the nerves. And Vladimir Lucic provides it with a powerful finish. Serbia by 4 with 4 to play. Giannis answers back as the heavyweights continue to trade blows. Who's going to buckle first? Serbia by 2. Kalinic. Marinkovic. Inside it goes to Jokic over the top of Kaletes, getting away from Giannis momentarily. Only needs that split second to do his thing. 25 for the Joker, 35 for Giannis. Serbia by 4 again, 3.5 to play. Kaletes bounce pass to Giannis to the corner. Larizakis open 3, misses. Yaramaz wrestles down the rebound. The score here for Serbia would be huge. Kalinic into Jokic, up against Giannis again. Jokic, pure passion, determination and desire. Serbia's main man showing his muscle again in overtime. They're the two faces on the poster. As Jokic on that exchange got the better of Giannis. And that's the heavyweight matchup that's top of the bill.
The pressure, Giannis.
Danny, try to front. I got your backside help if you front. I know it's difficult. I got your backside. I'm there.
Well, give me a flip on his right hand and you come. Actually, you're gonna come all the way. Start from here. Fade, take reverse, ball, change that, and go. And Giannis goes. Got two shooters.
True superstars don't just produce the big stat lines, they produce the big plays when it matters the most. Can Giannis respond to the challenge laid down by Jokic? Jokic up to 27 points, has got Serbia up by 6 in overtime. Final 3 minutes. Kaletes. Here is Giannis, and a foul on Kalinic. There's still nobody on more than 3 fouls for Serbia. That's really helped them out at this late stage. We've seen Greece lose Agravanis to 5 fouls. They've got Thanasis on 4 fouls, limiting his contribution. Giannis not hearing this crowd one bit. He had missed 3 free throws in succession earlier in the game. He's 8 of 11 from the line altogether. Misses the second there, and Kalinic grabs the ball. 2.5 to play, Serbia by 5. Jokic against Giannis again. Marinkovic using Jokic to try and manufacture some room to attack Dorsey. Greece survive, Calathes shifts it on, they try and catch them short in transition, and in doing so trying to speed up the pace of play, commit a turnover. Not the first time that Thanasis, I think, in this game has had a foot on the baseline. Turnover's pretty even. 2 minutes to come, picked off. What a way to make amends by Thanasis, but Dorsey then ends up on the Serbian bench, and Giannis scores off the hustle play from his 2 teammates. Thanasis first saving it, then almost throwing it away. Dorsey not giving up on it, and Giannis left to contribute the big conversion. And that makes it a 1-possession game again with 2 minutes to play. We are in crunch time. It feels like we've been in crunch time for a long time. Yaramaz, Jokic, guarded by Thanasis on those 4 fouls. It's Lucic, had a look at the basket, looks to take it past Giannis. Calathes rips it away from Kalinic. And Jokic gets back to do the dirty work. The mark of a true star. Now we'll take it on the offensive end and score over the top of Thanasis. Nikola Jokic, big at both ends. Giannis can't reply. Final minute, Serbia by 5. We're here again, as we were at the end of the 4th quarter. This time, can Serbia keep hold of their advantage? Final 5 on the shot clock. Guduric spins away, gets away from Dorsey, leaning forward. Jokic can't grab it, Calathes does. Greece looking to make it a 1-possession game. Dorsey, get out of here! As Lucic takes everything in his path. The ball, the player, and perhaps the win. The man who knocked Serbia down to the canvas with his 3-point shot to tie at the end of regulation, knocked down to the deck himself by some dogged Serbian defense from Vladimir Lucic. A bit of payback for Tyler Dorsey. (97-92), 32.3 to play in overtime. Lucic doesn't just shut down Dorsey, but earns a trip to the line, where he could make it a 3-possession lead. He won't. It will remain a 2-possession advantage no matter what the outcome of this second attempt. A little bit of encouragement for Greece. Belgrade holds its breath. And lets out. A huge sigh of relief. Serbia by 6, 30 seconds to play. Greece need a couple of threes. Kaletes forced back by Jokic. And there's plenty of tangling on the baseline as Yaramaz tries to disrupt Giannis. And the positive for Greece is it stops the clock and gives them the opportunity of a quick score. The negative is that they can only get 2 and they'll still trail by 2 possessions with 23.9 to play. Giannis looking to take his personal tally to 40 points. He has missed 4 of his previous 12, but he hits that one. He's played just shy of 40 minutes. 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. And now 40 points. That is not easy in FIBA rules basketball. A timeout with 23.9 to play. Serbia still up 2 possessions at 98-94. Greece facing the prospect of just their 2nd defeat of this campaign and only their 3rd defeat ever in World Cup qualifiers over 17 games. Serbia looking to bounce back after back-to-back defeats in the last window, but put their World Cup hopes under significant threat. It calls for composure. These circumstances for them. Jokic, the man to provide it. Will go to the line as Giannis walks away shaking his head, having committed the foul. Coach Itoudis' team needed rather to force the turnover. Giannis might end up with the bigger stat line, but Jokic will end up as the MVP. He's come up with the plays at the very biggest moments. He's only 5 of 8 at the line. Make it 5 of 9. Greece feeding off that encouragement. The Stark Arena crowd trying to feed new life back into Jokic, who misses both. Vital rebound for Greece, who aren't done yet. Calathes. Back out to Dorsey. Might have to take it contested. Calathes, they're running out of time, and he turns it over. Swarming, suffocating, Serbian defense to see them through. Trademark Belgrade basketball. Surely now, Greece, once and for all, are done and dusted. Kalanic's first trip to the line. Relief reverberating around this arena. Calathes just got to heave it. Serbia hit the century. Serbia will pick up the win. Serbia will get back on track for a place at the 2023 World Cup. Nikola Jokic, the superstar performance, but how many contributed? Huge plays on a huge night at the Big House. In the face of adversity, with the weight of the world on their shoulders, Serbia rise to the challenge. Micic injured, just a 1-3 record to start. Reeled in and winded at the buzzer almost by Tyler Dorsey's dagger, but back on their feet, resuscitated by Nikola Jokic in overtime. A crucial win in their qualifying campaign for next summer's World Cup. Led by the 29 points, 8 rebounds and 6 assists of Jokic. Serbia see off Greece in the end, 100-94. It was everything we hoped it might be. He produced, his teammates produced, this crowd produced, this fixture produced. Serbia's sharp shooting with 11 threes at 55% accuracy helped to see them through. They started on fire on the offensive end. They had to show their grit and determination as well. They had to dig deep and then show their character after losing a 10-point lead with 11.5 seconds to play of regulation. They refueled. And Yaramaz was one of their stars as well. Hit his first 6 shots of the game. 15 points for him before missing his final 2 attempts. Dorsey, one of the double-digit scorers for Greece, finished with 16 points. Only Giannis Antetokounmpo had more. Greece played catch-up pretty much for the entirety of the 45 minutes. But Serbia had what it takes to see off the challenge against a determined rival. Jokic, 11 of 16 from the field, 5 of 10 from the line for his 29 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists and a steal. Dorsey knocked down 4 threes. But Serbia as a team, 11 of 20 from deep with so many contributing. Gunaric hitting his only one. Yaramaz knocked down 3. Jokic a couple. Lucic a couple. Mitsic a couple very early on before he departed due to a right ankle injury. Marinkovic knocking down a 3 as well. And Milutinov playing a huge role in backup at centre to Jokic, leaving 40-point Giannis Antetokounmpo on the losing side. Just the second defeat of this campaign for Dimitris Itoudis' Greece. But they still sit fairly pretty towards the top of the group. This was a win that Serbia felt they needed. And on their big night, came up with the big performance. The Serbian capital coming to life time and time again, hanging on each and every shot, and that perhaps the biggest of the lot from that man there. Even bringing a smile from ear to ear on the face of coach Svetislav Pesic. And then it was Tyler Dorsey's turn to smile as he tied the game with 11.5 to play, but Jokic came back in overtime and produced when it mattered the most. Serbia 100, Greece 94. The final score after Latvia beat Turkey earlier. That another positive for Serbia today, who tie level with Turkey in the standings at the start of the second stage. Belgium, Great Britain still ongoing. And Serbia travel to Istanbul for a road game in Turkey on Coach Pesic's birthday on Sunday. They are for now ahead of Turkey and into one of those all-important top 3 spots as they look to reach the 2023 FIBA World Cup.